How have I dropped frames already? I've barely started. Alrighty, we are live, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is World Chess League Live, and we've got the Philippines' finest chess club up against Portsmouth Orpington, and we're going to go straight into the national anthems.
Some cool pets. Click here to make your very own monster on Adapted Mind, where monsters teach you math. And we're back, and we have the famous Peter Hornsby with us today.
and it's round 5 of the World Chess League Live, and for a very strange reason, we're only going to have 2 games today, which is unusual for World Chess League Live on a Sunday, but hey, we're here. Morning, Peter.
Well, there's the Tartos. There's a Tartos Steel event which we're aware that people would like to give a glance on as well, and also we just want to look after everyone as well. Lots of games and things to catch up on. There are matches taking place later through the day as well, but quality, not quantity, sometimes, and certainly got quality and numbers on both teams, but the quality. Probably Philippines Finest Chess Club have the edge. They've got an IM, a GM, a WFM. Peswood and Orpington have brought over 10 players. This is their B team. So looking back over the season, Peswood and Orpington B lost against Team Kauai from Hawaii in their first round. Then lost to Team Kiev in their second round, but with lots of boards out. But then bounced back to beat Fiji Chess Federation in round 3. And then I think their round 4 match, they won on default. Yes, against Concho. Yes, I remember that match. So they're still bringing more and more players in. Both teams are on 2 out of 2, which means that in theory, if they lose their next game, they are out. Philippines Finest Chess Club started the season with a 24-0 win against Dragon's Fire, and then slipped up against Team New Delhi, bounced back against Shenzhen Pengyu Chess Club from China, but then slipped down to Peswood and Orpington A team. So, excuse me, Philippines Finest Chess Club are playing Peswood and Orpington B, having just lost to Peswood and Orpington A in the previous round. There are 4 minutes to go. As usual, I've done my routine of setting up a match just after the hour to give some latecomers the chance to go in. I'm just going to put on the chat that hi, if you don't get to play, you can watch this match on stream commentary here. It's good to be back, Andrew. We haven't shown any matches since late November. You've been busy in South Africa with your
in December.
No, because I think I went away. It was 27th of November we did it.
Was it? Shucks.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was. Time does fly. Time does most certainly fly. However, we are back. We have the winter break, and really looking forward to it. And Peswood and Orpington B have got a 2100 that will help shore things up. But looking at this match, Philippines Finest should be overwhelming favourites. But it's great. It's great numbers on both sides.
I think I should retire, Brett. Quit while you're ahead.
Oh wow! Promotion of our channel. Oh goodness me! I think you only have to pay $500 to some prince somewhere, yeah. And then you can promote your channel. Oh gosh, Andrew, I've missed watching people troll you.
Oh no, we haven't had it for so long. And luckily we got Brett today. I haven't got the strength to deal with it today.
But yes, you've used all that strength to have to deal with me instead. But wow, goodness.
But it's amazing. It is amazing, isn't it? Oh.
It is amazing the energy and the stamina that these individuals have.
Go outside, open up, and take the key to Chucky. You know who Chucky is. The key? Where's the key? Sorry.
Oh, that's good news.
Where's the key?
Remember.
You had it. You had the key. I said to you, don't lose the key. Where did you put the key now?
You did say that.
Yes,
but
okay.
then
So there's a key, there's a key, there's a key. Right, go open the gate and give Chucky the key, quickly.
Okay, I'm also going to go swim, by the way.
Yeah, but go do that. Well, first time of the year mod.
Are you doing pinch punch first game of the month sort of thing? Which we don't encourage. Right. So, what are your predictions, Andrew? I think that Pettswood Alton B might pick up a couple of points, but I think that 10-2 is my score. What do you go for?
How many boards are there now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7.
Oh,
boards.
7. Oh, and I think an 8th just joined. Well, yeah, Walton 88A just joins a Pettswood. That makes it a 8 board match.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've only got 7 boards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I've only got 7 as well. Yeah, so I
7.
But there's a meme I shared with the league is if you field less balls, points.
Now there's 8 boards.
B didn't get the memo. Oh yes, I know who the
16.
Sorry,
16-2 is my prediction.
16-2. Yeah, I think Pettswood are good to pick up a couple of points, but
because you can always count on 1 or 2 draws happening.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, you can. And online chess, it can be unpredictable. 14 seconds to go. And yeah, looking forward to this actually. Pettswood Alton B have got nothing to lose. And I think they have their club president, Paul Jones, is playing in this
2 seconds.
as well. And we are off.
Yeah.
Where is Chucky?
He's outside, Kian.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's 9 boards. I think the Kai Luis Jackson.
I remember this pain.
What pain? What is it? Position pain.
You can't have multiple. Kian, just go outside the gate. You'll see him there, please.
Yeah, I know. It's unfortunate, but we'll do one board at a time. So, shall we do what we usually do? Go to the bottom board and work our way up.
We'll do that. And we.
You sound so infused, Andrew. You'll do that. Wow.
I'm so
Goodness
sorry.
me.
It came out of nowhere. Stop it now. All right, where are we? Okay, we've got a king's pawn that's called the Owens defense. And we've got 97. We should see a d4 played very, very quickly. Break with c5.
C4, yeah, c5, yeah.
I mean, that
like
looks
C4.
very Frenchy, doesn't it?
It does. It didn't transpose to French, but
Oh, black just castles here. Ooh,
yeah,
96.
black just cast.
Oof, I would have definitely have castled, to be honest.
I don't think it makes a fundamental difference. Yes, putting pressure on that pawn. Yeah, the thing is with that bishop, it can't really go anywhere. And as soon as you swap it off, the black bishop can always get to a6 at some point and can be quite irritating. Sorry, not a6 or b5.
Yeah. Look, I think a6 is, yeah, there's a trade of knight. The bishop will take the bishop. I don't think he's.
Although that said, black delaying castling does mean it's that pressure on the c5 pawn is a bit more problematic.
Go outside the gate and stand there so you can see you, please.
And the black bishop can just sit on b5 and just say, what are you going to do? Oh, doesn't. Decides to castle then. Not so sure about that. But I think it's fine. The Doomslayer, Quitting.
Say again?
Shall we move up
Yeah, why
to
not?
board? So up to block Sal J's E against D Ram Hampton. And oh yes, isn't it great that the Philippines player is moving so quickly? He's above 10 minutes on the clock. Wow. I mean, it's late out there. I think it's like 9 o'clock in the evening. So
Sure.
they may be thinking, right, there's other places I've got to get to. Well, bed passes. And I think that's a massive mistake. Oh, is that a mouse slip? No. But well, it just didn't see it. That E6 pawn was always weak, even more so.
Yeah, that's the end of that. That's the end of the rook. And
That is the end of that. Someone about that.
I mean, would you play Queen B3? Yeah. Okay, maybe he doesn't want to do it, but I was very tempted to look at Queen B3. Maybe knight G5 here, Queen B3 for white.
Queen. Oh yeah. Oh, Queen B3. Yes. Sorry. Yes, I'm just catching up. Well, yeah. I think simply
No, but you see, I wouldn't play Queen B3 now because the bishop comes in the way. Ooh, the knight
Oh,
went in
it's
the
a
way.
knight.
Well, now you play bishop. Now you play bishop.
Well, you got so many options. Yeah, knight G5. Oh, and then you can put your bishop on C4.
Yeah. Bishop
Oh
C4.
yeah.
No, this is gonna hurt. Well, black's gonna get hurt. We're gonna hurting.
Yeah, I think we'll move away from this one because.
Oh, here we go. Knight take. No, knight takes knight first. Then put the bishop there. Oh, because knight. I don't think it matters actually, but anyway.
Yeah,
it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter. So
Nothing
that
really
probably
matters. Oh,
it's
lots
gonna
of
be
gone on the WFM board.
Oh, you're on the WFM board. Oh, that's cool, Andrew. Just go to another board and commentate on it, and then sound as if you know something more than I do. Oh yeah, that's always fun when you see that. But I think that that black is a piece up. Yeah. Yeah. In between moves, they are pretty deadly. Here's just WFM anyway. Always good to know who the title players are. Aliniev Gia Dorov from Manila.
Well,
I see.
Okay, well, Philippines have picked up their first points already.
Philippines have picked up their first point, and it was on the board we just saw. So D. Rampton, I think, just resigned. Fair enough.
Shall we go to Walton because this game is just over?
Walton, yeah, against Paul Jones.
Yeah.
And Walton's a pawn up, I think. Yeah. And yeah, I can just. I was just thinking that actually swap off, maybe.
And now you can play F4.
You can play F4, but you can also play Knight D5, which I think I prefer. Oh, sorry, no, you're using a C pawn, but then you have.
I'll play F4 then Knight D5. I don't like that move.
Oh, I think it's all right. Get the queen to H6.
Yeah, let's play King G7 if I really have to. Did you give the key, Kian? Kian.
Yeah, that is a point actually. Just give a king move, and it defends that F6 pawn. Like not very well, but it does defend it. There's so many nice ideas for white. I mean,
it's very easy for white to do stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
And
the
thing is, even though that black's pieces are on the queen's side, they can't really do much.
They can't really do much, no. White's pieces are more, well, you've got a solid defense and more in harmony as well. It's just about C2 pawns a bit of an irritation for white, so which is why the knight probably has to stay there. Oh, what? I'm not sure, but why? I don't get that. Queen h6 check. That's a that might have been a mouse
Oh,
slip
that's
actually.
that could be over. That
Oh,
could
I
be
think
all
that's a
she,
mouse slip.
that's all she
Yeah,
wrote. Queen
yeah, because
h6
that
check.
h.
If the king goes to e8, then you play queen takes f6. If the king goes to f7, you go
Maybe
knight
if I'm being
c5.
charitable. No, no, sorry. I was just thinking perhaps he wanted to sack that h pawn to double the rooks up and attack the queen and try and get some counterplay. But no, I think that's a mouse slip there. I think he definitely meant king g7. We'll see what white does. That is looking pretty precarious. Yeah, the queen comes marching in.
Queen takes f6 must be the move.
Isn't great. You got choice, haven't you? But that probably. Yeah, that is the one to
Queen
take.
f6 followed by knight f5. Knight d5.
Yeah, and then threatening mate on. Don't know why he's doing it that way, but okay. Oh, I get it. Well, queen g8, then king d7, queen takes pawn.
But the knight can always come back. You see, this is the.
Uh,
This is why
Yeah.
you don't go grabbing the easy pawn. You go grab the pawn around the king. That makes more sense.
but still can go knight d5 here. That is looking devastating. All right, so shall we move up?
Yeah,
Just
let's
so we
move
can
up.
stay.
Yep. Are we going to Magnus Carlsen? Oh my gosh, Magnus Carlsen. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to have a dig at Kriegspiel for having Spurs as his well, just for being a Spurs fan in general. Not that I can talk, but not going too well for Spurs at the moment. What does it say? Something is ours. I'm trying to look at Kriegspiel's avatar. Hang on. North London is ours. Yeah, I don't think it is.
No,
I don't think North
might be.
London.
It might. You know, just the perception I have might belong to Arsenal
It-
at the moment.
I think Arsenal have got the edge at the moment.
Aren't they playing United today?
Oh yeah, God, yeah. Is it United? I don't think it is. Is it Man United?
Yeah, I think they're playing Man United today.
Oh gosh, they do at 4:30. Oh yes, that's why.
Oh, that's why we only got 2 streams today.
Yeah.
Fantastic. We can go watch that game.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that covers that. Man City against Wolves.
Oh,
and,
wait, it's half past 4 your time, but it's half past 6
Oh, half
my
past
time.
4, which half past 6 your time. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the time of year, Andrew, where we're 2 years apart, 2 hours apart.
2 years
Feels
apart.
like
Sure, Peter. 2
2
years.
apart. Why? Sorry, why is Black's gone? Gone. I'm going to put my knight on d4. It's the free piece. No, it's not. Well, hang on. Yes, it is, because he thinks pawn takes, bishop takes,
and then he's pinned the queen.
but then bishop just goes
E3.
e3.
Yeah. So
So
pawn takes pawn.
what the dickens has Black just done there? That makes no sense.
Oh, hang
That's
on. Oh, hang on. Pawn takes, bishop in the way, bishop takes, queen takes, f5. And there you go. But
oh wow, that's God, you've seen all of that. That's pretty.
There. But again, I wouldn't be excited. I think White would be happy with that, actually.
Yeah.
Because then I pick
It
up the
does.
c pawn here. With rook takes c,
Yeah.
queen takes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not quite sure what Black's thinking is there.
What Black's thinking there.
But the question is, does White see the whole? I mean, the White is 1600, so does White see all the combinations? And the Philippines have gone 2-0 up, and board 2 has brought in the points, so we didn't even get there.
They gone 3-0. That WFM one as well, which
Oh,
we
that was
expected.
Yeah.
So White's chicken out from taking the knight. but I think
I don't understand the difference between king g1 and king h2. The knight can still go knight f3 check if he wanted to. Not now, but it's still a threat. Like,
Yeah.
I don't, he's just trying to get his king off the diagonal. Oh dear.
which you can understand. All right, shall we move up to NA Coach Mark against Pajod
Let's do
64?
Let's do that.
So yeah, we're looking to see if Pets with Alton can get a point somewhere, but it's not really looking likely in any of these boards so far. Even on material, although
Kian,
I think White has some better harmony here. I mean, don't know what side Black's going to castle actually. Probably doesn't want to castle either side. To be honest.
I can't access the Mark game.
Which game? It's board 4.
It won't let me click on it.
Oh yeah, you got to close the previous one first. So when it says watch, that's from a previous board you're watching. You got to cut it. You got to close it, and then
even with that one closed.
Look extreme.
It won't let me open it up. I can go to.
You got to close everything. You got to close every single one.
No,
keep going back to watch until there's nothing left. Yeah, keep going.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're on it. Yeah. Oh, you were just on it a second ago.
There we are. All right.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of getting used to, but
yeah, they shouldn't have changed that option.
Well, it's not, a lot of it isn't deliberate. It's just how it happens. But I have I've reported it. Unfortunately, it does take a bit of time to get done, but things can still function in the meantime. Just makes it a bit more tricky.
Yeah.
But I did see. I don't know if you saw on the Facebook chat that they. Oh no, sorry, I didn't put it on the main chat. Chess.com yesterday had announcement. They had 10 million subscribers. So 10 million active members.
Sure.
The most in their history, and they admit that it challenges their tech and their databases. So there has been a few outages. That is understandable.
No, that's 100%. I mean, when you build these things initially, you don't expect it. I mean, it doesn't necessarily hold against certain numbers, and as you grow, you forget that your infrastructure needs to go with it.
It does. I mean, it was explained to me that that then when they built this site 15 years ago, it was not designed to be what it is, and then you have to redo some of the foundations of the site, and it's the same with Scorch actually. In that, didn't know the World Chess League was going to be so big and so much data was going to feed through it. So it is one of those things. I'm not really confident with Black's position here. There's so many ideas White can do. Double up rooks.
I'm trying to figure out what Black is going to attempt here, let alone White. Hey, Rodriguez, how's it going, brother bear? Long time, bruh. Long time.
Okay, so
I don't know. The problem
what is going to make this quite fun? Hey, sorry, Pets with Alton B have got off the mark. They got they got a point on we won't switch to it, but they got a point on the bottom board.
Nice.
Philippines captain went down there with his well, not with his ship, but went down himself against Doomslayer. But we saw the beginning of that, and Doomslayer was playing very solidly. So well done there. Shall we? Whilst they look at this, some results are going to come in pretty quickly.
Yeah,
Shall we go to the GM board?
Yes.
Yeah, the GM against Rupert. To be fair, I like Rupert's still in this. Rupert pawn up.
Well, I mean, why can't I see the problem that we have in this position is that White's knight has got nowhere to go really. Why am I not getting moves? This thing.
No, there's that in between move there as well, which White hasn't seen. And then White resigns. Oh, tough play, Rupert, but you battle well. That's 5-1. Shall we see the end of the board 2 game? Circus, there's a Lithuanian flag. So we can say that we've seen it all against the IM Ramayat P-Cap.
Wow, what a sack. What a sack.
Is that a sack?
He just sacked his bishop with no remorse.
Sorry, board 2.
No, but the discovered attack on the queen. Okay. Check. Quite a nice little finish on board 2.
Oh, what, are you looking at the first game?
Oh, yeah. Did you want me to look at the second game?
No, it's fine. No, carry on.
All right,
no, nice. No,
let's have a look at board 1. They're still busy with their first game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes.
Oh, it's a rook at board ending. This could be a draw.
Well, I think White might keep at it for the win, actually.
White can push to the win, but it's still a draw.
If it's one of those, Andrew, where you say like half an hour, it's a draw. Oh, well, the Philippines players offered a draw, so Vernon might be tempted to accept it. And also Vernon's on 1 minute.
Yeah, so the draw might be taken. All good,
that might
Rodriguez.
be tempting.
All good, Rodriguez. I was ill a little bit earlier this year. I haven't actually recovered fully, which is not wise. But don't worry, it wasn't COVID or anything stupid like that. But yeah, I'm good, man. It's good to have you back on the channel. Nice to see you. No, but why play on? If you're gonna play a move like that, why play on? Just take the draw.
I don't know. If that's the way he wants to go about it, then. Yeah, hang on. This is good. This is okay. Yeah, just F4. Push.
Oh, man. Use your king.
Yeah, get them King can tuck in. I think this is winning. This is winning for White.
How did Black get himself into such a mess?
What's Black doing? Fiddling around with the rook on that side. Fiddling with the rook on that side. Yep, King just cuts in.
Yeah, well, because the Black king is cut off, it can't come in.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know about that way. Okay, now go King H5, surely.
The problem is he still goes rook to F1.
Yeah, but give rook to F1 and then push the other pawn. Yeah, the king can come in, but you're gonna get there first. This could be a bit of a surprise. I mean, 300 rating points. Gosh, I look whacked, don't I?
Yeah, no. King here. King back.
All right, that's right.
But then he just plays rook here. I don't understand.
Well, fair play for Verno for not accepting the draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Push the pawn.
Yeah, push the pawn.
This is over.
Let's do it to its conclusion. I
King
think.
King across.
Yeah, Matt Rook. Oh, okay. I was going to think Rook gets to G7. That'd be the way to do it, but that's also fine.
King here. King up.
Yeah.
King H6. King H6.
King H6 and Rook blocks. Oh, no, then it's the next check.
No, just Queen.
Yeah.
No, this is okay. No, this is not over.
Yeah. Well done, Mano. That is a very, very good result.
And that gives Petter and Orpington 2. So the scoreline 7-2 with 5 games to go.
Yeah. So how many is it to win? It's on 8 boards. This is, isn't it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So we're looking for a.
There's 9 boards. There's 9 boards now.
Oh, 9 boards. Okay. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So somewhere along the line we got an extra board.
yeah.
So 9 boards means they need 10 points to win the match.
Yes. So this will be mother of all comebacks if Petwood and Walton B get into this. But I think that's not what we're watching this match for. Looking for some.
I'm looking at the IM versus. Oh no, but this is over. The IM is going to win. The IM has got a rook and a bishop versus a rook, and this is all she wrote. And the pawns are all in black squares. No, this is all she wrote. This is thanks for playing. Welcome to the end zone.
Alrighty. Shall we go to the bottom board? Shall we go to the bottom board?
Why not? Let's go to
Dooms. Philippines finest make it 8. Because it was good to see Doomslayer pick up a result against someone 300 points rated higher than him or her. I'm gonna try and find out some information about Doomslayer. Nah, can't find anything. He's only played 22 games of Rapid.
Sure.
Anyway, so this looks pretty even to me. Although I don't like how weak that F6 pawn is.
I'd worry about the F6
what?
if you had a dark squared bishop. He doesn't really. And White's light squared bishop is also out of play at the moment.
Yeah.
Not doing too much.
Yeah. It's a very good solid play from Doomslayer. Yeah, I think that's perfectly fine from Black. I'm not so sure about that for White.
That's a lovely place for a knight to be on C3.
Yeah, that is an outpost, isn't it? For Black.
That doesn't hurt White.
Yeah, you can swap off. That doesn't solve it. That doesn't solve it. No, Black has suffocated White's queen, taking an open file. Question is, can White can Black get that other black knight into the game somehow? Probably can, you know, just stick it on. Yeah, it makes sense for White to move the bishop, so it's not doesn't need protection on E2.
I don't know why he took with ooh, that's nasty. Stole a pawn. When in doubt, steal a pawn.
Yeah. Made that move pretty quickly as well. It is 9-2 to Philippines finest.
Yep,
so they are
one more point and they secure the win.
Yeah. half a point. Just even need half a point.
Yeah.
We've talked about this before, Andrew. Like, if you were pure winning in a situation where your team only needs half a point, do you just accept a draw and just say,
I would.
just get home?
I
You would, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Because you never know, like if if there's load shedding or something in South Africa or wherever, and the whole other team just crashes.
Yeah.
You don't know. There was a family team a few seasons ago who played, and their broadband provider crashed, and the whole team lost the match.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I should laugh. You can imagine in that household. This is during lockdown as well.
Yes.
Yeah, they're pretty hacked off at that.
I think the Night Bus is going to C3 here.
Yeah, man,
just put it back there.
Yeah, just casually just take a pawn, snatch a pawn up in one place, and then just go back to where you came from. Just sit there. It's pretty nice life.
There it is.
That's a nice life, isn't it? I don't know why White is swapping off. Interesting. Shall we see if there's a more interesting board on a... Shall we go to the GM board, ball 3?
Let's do that.
Yeah, just to see if there's any upsets going on there. I don't think there is. Rupert played well in the first game and isn't playing bad in the second one. But I think
GM hasn't moved.
Might need a refresh. He has, from what I can see anyway.
Okay, I have the position. Knights versus bishops, always fun.
Yes, it is. Where do you stand in that whole debate, Andrew? Are knights better than bishops?
I always sit on the fence because it depends on positions, but also depends on players. I've seen positions where the bishops are supposed to be stronger, but the player doesn't know how to use them, so then the knights outplay the bishops. So, I mean, yes, with all the theory out there saying knights in, closed positions, you want knights, open positions, you want bishops. I mean, I agree with all of that, but to a certain degree. I mean, some players are just, they just love their knights more than they love their bishops. I'm personally one of those players that enjoy knights more than I enjoy my bishops. Not that I can't play with my bishops or I don't play with my bishops. If I get a position, I've got a pair of bishops, so I'll use them. But I do enjoy the sneakiness behind knights, where they 1 minute they're doing nothing, and the next minute they're in your face threatening forks, mates, all those things. Whereas the bishops aren't as subtle. They are exactly what they're going to be doing when they're going to be doing it. So again, it's a matter of preference, I think.
Thing I would say knights, because they can go on every square, and in closed positions they can hop around to get to that square where bishops can't move around so easily.
Eric, bishops versus knight Indians, I lost 2 and I was better in the last couple of days. Yeah, but again, and I can tell you why you've lost them. It's not that you can't play with the bishops. It's just that when it comes to bishops versus knights, the reality is that people don't know their chessboard or don't use their chessboard correctly, and because of that, they can't use the bishops appropriately to outmaneuver the knights. That's what it really boils down to. And it sucks when you've been winning or you've got the advantage and then you lose. I had a position over the board recently where I was ahead in development, completely ahead in development, absolutely dominating from the opening perspective. I lost the game in the end, and I haven't. I didn't go over the game because the game really irritated me more than anything else. Is because, like, I was ahead of development. I had every right to attack, and I think in the game there was an opportunity which I needed to take, and honestly, I was just too chicken to play it. Like, I really and truly, I sort of spoke myself out of playing the move. And I think that happens to a lot of players as well. Is you see moves and then you talk yourself out of it. Nah, that can't be it. No, 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 we're not doing that. That's not it. So, like, I do feel people's pains in with regards to good positions and losing them. It's very irritating.
Yeah, absolutely. Philippines have
Won the match?
taken the match 10-2.
Okay, 10-2. So Doomslayer is still going. Paul Jones and
Doomslayer is going. Just 1 second, sorry. Oh, it's going to be a long day for me. Even though we're not streaming all of today, I've already been getting messages. How do I access my game link? Despite my passive-aggressive emails, which I'm sure you haven't read recently.
I've seen
explaining
them.
very.
Does that count that I've seen them?
You've seen when I send them, but you've not read. You've not actually read the things. Just read my emails. To be fair, 90% of people do it, but the 10% that don't. And also, it being a Swiss system, this is why sort of next season probably going to move away from that. Did he read that proposal at least? What do you think?
There was a proposal. No, I didn't read that proposal.
No, I didn't read that. It was the idea the idea of having for next season is to, based on where teams finish this season, is to put teams into groups of it's likely groups of 10.
Okay.
And have a round robin within those groups.
And the top two go through.
And the top two go through. And then the advantage with that is that every team knows who they're playing for the whole season.
Yes.
So you don't have to wait on.
Pretty much like a Premier League type of thing with the World Cup attached.
Yeah. It's bigger groups, and everyone knows who they're playing against, and you know the schedule a year in advance.
Yes.
But of course that won't stop your players only knowing. You can say on the 13th of April, in 8 months' time, we have a match. Put it in your diary, and then the day before they say, "Oh, I forget.
I can't make it," or my football.
Yeah. I mean, I know that there's other things in the world, of course. Yeah. So, but it's the sense who's joining us later said what it also does. It gives people a chance to prep against their potential opponents.
Yes.
Which fair enough. If you're going to put that effort in, that is fine. Rupert is so I don't know what board you're on. Rupert's down to 56 seconds. So that's a move. It's not sort of not Zugzwang, but it's not really easy. White's just those pawns are just gonna march their way all the way through.
White one.
Oh. Huh. I think there's a delay on that. That's strange. Oh, should we go back to Doomslayer again? I think Doomslayer's got he's going to win again here.
Sure.
So that's 11-2 to Philippines. But I always fear that White's got a perpetual. I mean, not anymore. I mean, I always think, it's well known, isn't it, that Queen and Knights are more devastating than Queen and Bishops.
Yes.
So I think with that in mind as well, that you think having Knights on the board is better. Doomslayer's playing some seriously good stuff today.
Sure.
Just wonder.
How did Doomslayer win a piece? Oh, the pawn got through. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I think there's a perpetual here. I think. Because it doesn't G4 create a perpetual. G4
No.
takes queen takes C5.
No, G4 king G5, surely.
Yeah, but you can just stick the queen on E7.
Then F5. I'm gonna run towards my pieces.
F5. Look, oh, king F4.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm going to run.
You have to think. You have to think it through very carefully.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he's doing.
Oh, that's a mistake, I think.
Queen H1.
King there. Check.
Oof, but then the H7 pawn's unguarded. Gosh, this is. Just go H6.
Yes.
Yeah, H6.
Expecting G5 here.
Yeah, then G4 as predicted. Are you there, Andrew?
I'm there. I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen here.
Yeah. Peswood Ormington B. Oh, Verno won his second game. Wow. That is a top effort for
That's
him
a tough effort, yeah.
on ball one. I do respect that.
Pawn takes, okay. Oh, beautiful. Put the queen in the way. I love it.
Yeah.
Knight
Sneaky
takes.
in between
Knight
there.
takes. King takes. This is perfect. This is just what the doctor ordered.
Yeah.
This is fine. This is winning for black, and black is happy.
Black is happy. I'm just going to share Zoom link with the sense.
Queen F5 was a nice, yeah. Beautiful. Now you can't check me anymore. Queen there. I don't understand what black is doing here.
Maybe just a few moves to try and get some time on the clock, actually. As long as it's not free fold. Now, can White afford to snatch that pawn? Possibly.
Oh no, this is going to be painful. So they've just announced now that South Africa is going to have permanent load shedding for 2 years.
Oh my goodness. Does permanent mean like worse than it is now, or
just constantly we're going to have load shedding, like it's just going to be constant.
as in, sorry, do you mean like constant like it is now currently, or worse?
Probably more like it is now.
2 years. Wow. I mean, are they building infrastructure for 2 years?
No, not doing it. So we'll have continuous stage 2 and stage 3 cuts for the next 2 years, which will create predictability. Shuttling from one stage to another. Load shedding would form part of Eskom's plan to increase the energy available to the point where it can stop load shedding. I've got a.
Oh, this is fun. Sorry, not that. This.
Race the pawns.
Yes! But I think black does have the advantage, but I do like that. That is always fun to watch.
I don't know why the king just doesn't go after. Or couldn't the king just go after the pawn? Like, could he not just go after the pawn? No, he couldn't. He couldn't go after the pawn.
Personally, I would have gone queen g5 and then go f4, and the queen's holding both those pawns.
It's going to be a painful finish, this.
Oh, don't move one of those pawns. Black, do not move one of those pawns.
Yeah.
Oh. Queen a3, that would be hilariously painful.
Kian, pour me some cold drink, please.
Black is sort of fluffing about a bit here. I don't quite get it. Just go queen g4, h5. Don't know what you're trying to do here. White is not going to go g2 and let you just swap the queens off. You're going to have to,
work for it.
Yeah, you're going to work for this. You're not just going to. Yeah, as soon as you start running out of checks, this is not okay. I appreciate Jim says on 42 seconds, but that's not. Oh, I don't know why black didn't go. Can't. White didn't go.
You're gonna get a threefold repetition by accident.
Oh, I know. What's he doing? What are they doing? I don't know gender this person, but
just push the ball.
Push one of the. No, not now. Not now, obviously.
No, you could push.
All right. No, actually, no. You could push the F pawn.
F pawn was available.
Okay, finally goes back to the idea I suggested 10 minutes ago. G6 and saying, "Oh, what
we have a raiding
do.
party of Zabi of 1."
A raiding party. Well, the more the merrier.
Always.
Always. Every little helps. It is the final board. I think it probably is. No, it's not. The Spurs player is still playing. Oh, and Plodge is still playing as well. Don't switch yourself, Andrew. I'm just gonna have a look at those boards. See if there's anything interesting.
Okay.
Ooh, actually, yeah. Go to Kriegspiel's board. That's quite fun.
Okay, Kriegspiel.
Yeah, that's quite fun. Kriegspiel's very low on time. Knight and bishop against rook and 2 pawns.
But doesn't he just drop the piece though?
Ah, that might be. Yeah, that's wow. The Spurs player is gonna pull that off. Well done, Kriegspiel. Yeah.
Just push the pawn.
That is impressive. Again, Andrew, you've got to look at these ratings as well. That's 2200. 2021 against the 1596. There's been some good stuff from Petswood here. There's been some not too shabby stuff at all.
That's a horrible move. I don't know what.
You see, this is the situation. Remember Andrew a while ago said, if you just before king move, that I think that in chess, black should be allowed to go king c4. Because the knight can't take the king anyway, because it's pinned. That's one we'll change in chess. It would be quite hilarious. Philippines make it 13-3. Plodge goes falls there. I'm going to go back to Doomslayer.
How do you know that it's 1500? Well, his chess.com is 1500. What do you want us to say? Can only go on what's on the screen.
Yeah, true. I mean, if you want to go up and find out the real identity and go up their FIDE ratings, you can be my guest.
Yeah, I have no interest in that. He's got 3 games played. Yeah, he's played the minimum.
Oh, right. Right. Who's Dank Palumbo playing for?
Here we go.
Yeah. Did
this is going to be the perpetual.
Yeah. Perpetual? Perpetual here, surely.
Well, threefold.
Yeah.
Threefold. Well, you just play rook to b8, I suppose.
Oh, you're on a completely different board.
Oh, I'm still on the Kriegspiel board. Oh no, it's a draw. And just what we were waiting for the slip of the knight, and this is drawn.
Is this?
Yeah, it's drawn. You can't win.
Oh, I was a move behind. That's why you have knights. Oh, you see, yeah. I mean, something a really good player of mine, a friend of mine, actually walkover mate, said in that situation, just get your king and your other piece just far away from each other as possible.
Yeah.
Up against the knight. Obviously, defend what you defend, but then play a few moves.
But that's how rook b8. Oh my gosh, at least he's still going at it. I hate it that I have to keep refreshing to see what's going on. No, okay, so this one's now over. Doomslayer has now got his queen.
Yeah, you do have to keep refreshing.
So 13.5, 14.5 to the Philippines. Not a bad scoreline for Betson and Orpington.
Is it finished?
Well, I mean...
Yeah, it is just finished. Yeah. All right, yeah, that's...
It's a queen up. I mean, I don't expect him to throw that away.
Yeah. That is... I think chess is the winner there, really. I think.
Yeah, I think chess won.
Lots of boards. That keeps Philippines' finest chess club's hopes alive for next round. They are on 3 out of 5. That's what Dormington B. They will hope for a more even match. They've already played Kiev Chess Club this year as well, so it's not been easy pairings, but they've had quite a few boards out. So yeah, all righty, Andrew. Shall we go into the anthems for? Hang on, just one second. I just need to check. We're both playing. Okay, yeah. Shall we do the anthems of the next teams?
Yes, I'm just loading them up as always. Takes its time. Just waiting for it to settle down. Kian. Kian. Alrighty, let's do the anthems. I'm going to change over to the anthems now.
And for this match, we have Vicence joining us, who plays for one of the. I think he'll be supporting Warwick today. So we've got a battle between the two great British universities, Warwick and Oxford. This is a big match as both teams are doing pretty well in the league at the moment. I think they are on, both on 3 out of 4 at this point, and they can go joint top of the league with a win today. Vinny, how are you?
Hey, what's up, Peter?
Yeah, happy New Year. Have you had a haircut? I think you have.
No, but I appreciate that you suggested it. No, but I did not know.
No.
I just sort of comb my hair back.
Yeah,
and just let the mess. Let the mess
mass
happen in the back, right?
Massive headphones. Splendid stuff. Alrighty, so this is just over 4 boards, so Andrew can relax even more now.
Yes.
And well, we'll know who Warwick's board 1 is. That's Sam Chow, isn't it?
Yes.
And
the legends.
The sense to know a bit about that. So yeah, take it away, guys.
Yeah.
Happy New Year,
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah, you too, Andrew. How are you doing?
I've definitely felt better. Hopefully that I can get better so I can actually be semi-human and not feel like an alien.
You sound like you came down with a cold.
No, I didn't actually. I know I've spoken about this before that I suffer with gout, so I.
Fair enough. Okay.
I ended up in hospital thanks to gout. Cheers to gout.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Ugh, it's all right. It didn't kill me. It's okay.
I mean, all right. Great start to a nice little chess game, shall we?
Well, you know the one.
No,
thing,
but-
you know what the one thing about a chess game is.
Right.
After
What is it?
After you don't get sent to hospital.
Well, I can tell you that there were numerous times where I would have wished that on my opponents because I lost so badly. So I was like, right now I just want to do very horrible things to my opponents. That's fine. I hope you're doing better then.
I'm good.
But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for this one actually, because it's been a while that I don't know when the last time was that I commentated on a Warwick game. It feels like it's been at least a year. So this is a good, nice little opportunity because I actually know the players for once. I know that, of course, on board 1 we have FIDE Master Sam Chow, who's the only player to this day who I don't think I've beaten at the uni. Like I've played him maybe like 6 or 7 times and I got absolutely crushed every single time. A great player. And then on board 2 we have Viktor Stoyanov, also a very strong player. Board 3 I actually don't know who Candidate Master Freaks is. But on board 4 is actually quite a nice story. Board 4 Federico for Warwick, Federico Rocco, also a very, very strong player. He's the my best over the board win ever is against him, because I think at the time I was like 1500 ECF and he was like 2100, and I beat him in a classical game, which to this day is my most sort of highest rated game. And the reason for that is because he played. You're gonna love this, Andrew. He made the classic mistake of just playing instantly in a classical game. I think like by like move 20, I had like 15 minutes and he had like an hour and 20. And then he made a basic mistake for no reason whatsoever, and then allowed me to convert a winning endgame. So the same thing we see in this league, right? All the time. Just people playing extremely fast for no reason. This is what happened there. But yeah, let's maybe look at some games. What do you want to check out first?
I'm actually looking at the first board.
First board, all right.
And we've, I mean, the setup is all great and well. If the bishop was on f4 and we had a London system, then this would be okay. The bishop now sitting on c1 is a bit of a pain.
I don't quite understand the rationale behind queen to d2, but queen to d2 to me feels like it just invites knight to e4. Like I don't quite understand why he didn't go bishop d3 or queen b3 after bishop f5, because queen d2 blocks the bishop, looks a bit awkward. Now knight c4 is possible. Yeah, c5 is an idea in the future. The bishop on f5 is quite strong. The bishop on c1 is a mess. I don't love this for white.
Yeah, this looks very, very uncomfortable for white, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to sort of untangle as white, because you're gonna have to move the queen again and waste another tempo. Somehow bring the bishop out. So you're probably gonna play something like b3, b3 bishop b2. But black just has so many ideas, right? He can play c5. He can play like rook e8, e5 at some point maybe. He can put the knight on d5. He can just go back like knight to f6 and put the knight on e4. There's just so many great squares that black can use, and white just doesn't really have that. I suppose you can play b4 as white, but that feels a bit weakening because an a5. Yeah, I don't know. Not a great, not the ideal start you would want as white in this game.
Not at all. No, it looks a bit unpleasant. And again,
Looks a little bit sus. Let me just check out the other boards, see what's happening over there. Ooh, board 2. Is that a Queen's Indian I'm seeing? Or is some sort of delayed Dutch with f5? This feels like, yeah, this feels like a Queen's Indian position I've seen, except there's no knights on f6.
f5 feels a bit wrong though.
f5? No, why?
I don't know. Just doesn't feel right.
I mean, in a lot of Queen's Indian positions, it's a very common move to play to control the e4 square, so that at some point that you prevent white from ever playing e4, but that you can also put a bishop on e4 at some point, maybe. Yeah, so now I presume, like, the classical move I think here is knight to e5, but I don't know if he actually wants to play that. There's a lot of calculation there. Because after bishop takes g2, king takes g2, queen b7, check, king g1.
The c5 move is
d5.
very much the Leningrad system for the Dutch. And the Queen's Indian, I suppose, also has c5.
Yeah.
And
Well, I don't know. After knight to e5, if c5 is, would you play c5 after knight e5?
No, I'd actually play. I would actually play d6 and kick the knight out. I wouldn't leave the knight there. Oh, but you can't because of, well, knight e5. You had the bishop takes bishop option as well.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at, right? Like knight e5, bishop takes, queen b7, king back to g1, and maybe then d6.
Yeah.
And then c5.
Yeah.
Feels like a better version.
Yes. Yeah, something like that, definitely.
But I mean, black's just fine here. This isn't a super. Going through the opening, this wasn't a super ambitious opening from white. H4 is a very double-edged move. Obviously, you're grabbing some space on the king side, but long term, I can see some trouble brewing there with like h6 and g5 happening potentially.
Yeah.
Obviously not at the moment because black is just kind of underdeveloped with the knights on b8. Like he just doesn't have the pieces to execute a kingside expansion. But this could be a problem in the future. On the other hand, obviously the same could be said for white, right? You can just go like king g2, king h2, rook h1, and go like h5 at some point and crack open the kingside. This could also be an idea. But for the moment, I think black is just fine here. This is just a nice position to play.
Yeah, nothing exciting. Shall we go look
Yeah.
at the CM versus the FM?
Sure thing. Okay. Okay, they're still really early in the opening.
With all the pieces exchanged.
Oh, I've seen... what is this called? I've seen this. Queen f3, I know is a move, like a very modern idea that's becoming more and more popular in a lot of different openings. What was it? I saw on the chess.com broadcast of the Tata Steel tournaments, Daniel Naroditsky, I think yesterday, analyzed some sort of Sicilian where Queen f3 is apparently there was a variation in Taimanov Sicilian where Queen f3 is sort of the new modern hot take, right? But even in these positions in the Queen's Gambit declines, Queen f3 is a move nowadays, which, like, personally, if I didn't know about this, I would never play it because it feels really strange, right? Because the knight wants to be there. Right, where's the knight? Where's your knight going? To h3? To d2? It's. Also, you can't play bishop d3 now because nothing is covering d3. This is just like unless you really know what you're doing, I would never play this. But fair enough. Really early stages in this game. Maybe let's move on to board 4. See what they're doing.
Well, I mean, we've just seen an exchange on f4. I don't know. I don't know. This doesn't.
On what board?
I'm still on board 3 with the FM.
Okay.
With the FM and the CM.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, black's got 2 double pawns. He's got a double pawn, which is weak. He's got a rook. He's got a knight. Yeah. No, it was.
Wait, what? Oh my god. This is happening again. Like last time we had this already, where I was like, "What are you talking about?" Because I was like on move 10 or something, and you were and my game just wasn't refreshing.
Yeah,
so now I just refresh the page, and we're like 12 moves ahead in a completely different position. Jesus Christ!
When you were talking,
I
had to go back in the position to see what you were talking about.
I was like, okay, bishop g5, queen f3. Okay, cool. Let's see. He's taking his time. I was like, okay, why is he thinking for so long? But apparently, my browser was just like, nah, mate, you have to look at this a bit more. Oh man.
Sure.
Wait, f3. What?
I don't know what's going on.
Isn't white just losing?
How? Well, he loses the knight on the pawn on h4. On h6.
Well, I wouldn't take that. I would just go knight f6, land a6, and put pressure other than rook h3.
But why not play rook or knight takes h6, and then there's nothing.
I suppose you could. Yeah. Well, rook takes doesn't work because of rook e1. I think. Or does that? Wait.
No, because the knight just goes to f6, then it's fine.
No. Rook e1 would come with check, and then you would pick up the knight on g4. So you can't do that. You'd lose a piece.
The king was on f8.
No, the king was on e8 in that line.
No. The king's on f8.
No, after f3, the king's on e8.
Hold on.
So rook e1 would come with check.
Oh, the king.
So if you play rook,
okay.
if you play rook h6, then rook e1, and I win the knight.
Okay, no, okay, all right. With you. He's with you.
Okay, but this is just... Okay, rook g5... This is difficult to evaluate. Obviously, black's up a pawn. But this... it doesn't look too bad for like this looks holdable for white, right? Like if you can somehow maybe get like knight c1, knight d3 in, and sort of get in on the weak like e5 and c5 squares.
Yeah.
Especially because the f pawns are doubled, right? The extra pawn, I don't know if it's worth that much. Like obviously this is unpleasant to play for white, but it's I would say this is very holdable.
I don't know why when the guy played rook g5, why he played king back to f8. Just trade off rooks here, and having the trade off of rooks.
I mean, he doesn't need to. I
Yeah,
think
but
he just
I
wants to
think-
put his king on.
But
on
I think
g6.
the trading of the rooks here will give black a better advantage than white.
Right, but the thing is, if you play rook g6, white's just gonna stand there. White's not gonna take you. He's gonna wait for you to take.
But that's fine.
And then
if my
get
king
your-
is, if my
get
king's
your-
on g7, I don't mind that. I don't mind
No,
that
I'm-
because I'm gonna play
yeah,
rooks,
sure, but-
rook g6, let's say king g7, rook g5, rook g6. Then I'm gonna play f6. Now you must make a decision. Now rook g6, right? Now if you don't take me, I'm playing f6. Okay, that's
Okay,
fine.
if you play f6 and I take then,
Now I'll play f6. No, man. You play knight f6 so your knight can go to f7. So your knight can go to c8 to d6, and then you've got c4 as a possibility. Like, come on, man. Like, really.
wait. Okay, now I think white's fine-ish after a move like knight c1.
Yeah, knight c1 must be played. Let's go knight c1.
But then f6, right? Knight c1 and then f6 looks fine, right? So you deny anything coming to e5, and you get knight f7, and the knight gets back into the game.
I don't like knight c3.
I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand knight c3 too much because what? Knight d1.
To go to f2.
Right, but why? Oh, he wants to play g4. I see. He wants to play g4. That's his idea.
Yeah,
But now
I've
h5, right?
I've always got h5.
Yeah, now h5 is possible. You waited a bit too long. Yeah, the thing is, now the black knight gets into the queen side, right? So via knight to d6, knight to c4, and you already have to make some concessions with like b3. Right, and now knight b5. This is starting to get really miserable. Yeah, I think white has misplayed this. Yeah, now the rook gets in. Yeah, this is lost now. This is just this is fine. This is just dead. Very precise play from black.
I like the way the black's
Because now the rook is in on the first rank. He can attack, like he can play rook g1. He can play rook b1. I mean, this is not trivial. I will say that it's not trivial to win. You have to find the right idea. I don't know what that idea is, but this has to be winning because the white pieces make no sense.
I mean, the white pieces are out of play. The rook and the knight are really out of play. Black's pieces are active, and especially when the knight gets to e6, you're going to be hitting f4 and d4. And it's just a matter of time of maneuvering, of getting your rook around to the right squares to cause trouble.
So rook g1, I suppose.
I would expect rook g1 to put pressure on the g pawn.
Right. So rook g1, then
g4.
rook h3, rook.
What about
Well, okay, g4 is. I was gonna say rook, whatever white plays now, and then you go knight d6 again, and then after the king moves, then you swing the rook over to b1.
Mm-hmm.
So you try and overload the king. I'm not sure if that works, but it looks the most precise. Yeah, this is just a miserable position for white. I don't know why he went into this. So,
Shall we go look at board fall? Oh, as I say that, board fall wins. Federico wins his game.
What? He was black, wasn't he? Wait, let me look at this.
Yeah, it was black.
Wow. What?
How did the guy lose his?
I mean, just that was crazy. Okay, yeah, he just outplayed him. Wow. Okay, well done. 27 moves. That's a
Sure.
very quick game.
What a combo with the knights. What a combo with the knights.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm surprised he didn't go rook f2 instead. Like, he could have sacked the rook for the 2 knights, but instead he sacked the queen for the 2 knights. Which is arguably worse. Okay, let me check board 1 again, see what they're doing.
Okay, I'm going to board 1.
Okay, they have an interesting position. What is happening?
Bishop and knight versus 2 bishops. Kian, come here. Oh, time is an issue here.
It is. 22 seconds. That is, I mean, you have 5-second increment. That's you know, that gives you some breathing room on the clock.
Please, please.
But
The chippies are almost finished.
Oh, okay.
wait, b3. Can you sack the rook? Is that possible? And then go b2 with and then the bishop on g7 guards the b2 pawn forever. It feels like you can do that.
You're not.
Obviously, you have to take on c4. Wow! What? Okay. Bishop a5. That's a great find. Now you just win the pawn, don't you?
It looks that way.
Yeah. And you just get the 2 bishops. I mean, it's still a 4 and 3, right? This is not trivial. Like, this is a lot of work to win. But to be fair, black has 9 seconds. This is miserable.
I don't think you could have played the sacking a rook because you had bishop to b4 hitting the f8 bishop, and then there was mating threats. So I don't think you could have. Shucks. I knew that was coming. Bishop takes knight. That's to play bishop takes knight.
What about... No, that doesn't work.
Bishop takes pawn check. Bishop to... You can even play bishop c. You can play bishop c4, it actually doesn't matter.
The only thing you have to be careful about is the weakness of the f2 pawn long term. With like ideas of rook e2, bishop rook d2, bishop e1.
Yeah.
Yeah, just rook b7.
Rook b7 is
Rook b7, and then you drop the bishop back. I don't love that he played g3. Oh, he has 10 seconds. He has 10 seconds. He has to move. He's trying. He's trying at everything. You can just take that, I think, right? You can just take on h4.
Well,
There's no threat.
I think you must take h4.
Oof.
I don't like this.
Ooh. I mean, there's nothing there for black, but it's still. I mean, I respect.
It's ugly.
It wasn't the cleanest, but there's no threat. You just don't have enough pieces as black. He doesn't even take.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he goes for that. What?
No, okay, this is.
No, but this is winning. You have three. You have three pawns. This is enough.
That's over.
Opposite color bishops is not a draw in any given circumstance. Like there are end games where it's winning. End games, for example, we have pass pawn, like 3 pawns against nothing. It's that should be enough, I think.
Right. So Warwick should pick up that one. So let's go to board 2.
Yep. Sure thing. Oh wow! What happened here? This went off the rails completely. Oh, we left. Okay, we left when we were looking at the opening, right? Where black just played f5.
Oh wow! And white's a piece down, and that's it. Wow! Warwick take a 3-1 lead.
I just resigned. Wow.
He was a
Jeez.
piece down.
Great. I mean, I just skipped through the opening. He more or less did what we were looking at in this Queen's Indian position. It was great play from Victor.
Shall we go look at the last board?
Sure thing.
Right. Simple.
Okay, board 3. Board 3 goes to Oxford.
Yeah, Oxford. So it's a 3-1 scoreline. Warwick needs 2 more points. And we have no queens.
Board 4.
No queens in this position.
Right, but white's up a pawn, but can't defend f4.
Get a cloth again. No,
but he has a nasty threat here, which is knight e4 is a very tricky move. Great find. The reason why knight e4 is a great find is if you take with anything on f4, you... What? Why don't you just take back and go... What? Why don't you just take back and go king e3?
Because...
I was going to say, because you can't defend f6 and the bishop on e7 is loose, right? So once the knight moves or gets kicked from h5, you have knight f6 check and you win a piece on d7.
Yeah, I think he missed that.
This may still work.
No,
I'm not sure, right?
Bishop takes,
King f2.
Bishop takes bishop, then knight takes, and then you don't have the knight to f6.
That's true, I suppose. Wait. Bishop takes bishop.
Even knight takes knight.
Knight. Yeah, but this is still a winning position, I reckon. Or it's a much better position. Because black has to defend the bishop, and there is still this monster pawn on e5. So at some point, I think as white, you just play like rook d6 or like c3, rook d6. You bring the rooks to the d file. I mean, this is just absolutely miserable for black. c3, I reckon, has to be the move. Just deny anything coming down the c line. Also, you can just move the bishop, go like knight e2, knight e4, knight f6. You have the time for that. Or even better, I think g5, knight h2, knight g4, knight f6. Like something along those lines. Okay, I don't understand knight d4. Okay.
Play knight takes and then rook
Bishop
to d7.
d6.
Knight takes rook d7, and you pick up pawn.
So if you exchange is that rook endgame? He doesn't exchange, right? Because he wants to keep the pieces on the board. I don't understand knight d4. I thought that was a bit slow, but okay. We'll see. For the moment, I mean, white is just comfortably better here. He can And now rook d6, I reckon?
Or c3 first. Stop the knight from moving.
Or c3 first, yeah. The only thing I'm concerned about in that line is like knight a4, or knight a5, knight c4, right? And sort of jam something on c4.
Yeah.
But I don't see it as a massive threat anyway. What? g5?
No, you
Oh,
want
okay,
g5, then
so
knight
fair
takes
enough.
pawn. But g5, knight takes pawn, king f6.
I always love it when... But okay, but then knight
king,
d7,
king,
right?
king h6. King h6 was interesting, actually. King h6 was so interesting.
But isn't there f5 then?
Yeah, but pawn takes then rook g1 and life goes on. I'm just saying it's interesting, you know, there was some...
g1, king h8, there's just nothing. I don't disagree. It's always nice when the king is the most active attacker.
So we're going to play bishop takes knight here.
I mean, exchanging bishop for knight is just essentially a draw offer, because that rook endgame is there isn't much potential there.
I don't understand rook
All
b1.
right, let's maybe move on, because this game is gonna
Be bored.
well. You don't want to lose the pawn
Board
after
one,
knight c4.
Board 1 has already won again, and that brings Warwick to 4-1.
Oh wow! Wait, how did he win that quickly? Hold on. So French defense. I know that Sam is an expert in the French defense. Like, I was on a bus ride with him once, like last year. It was just an accident. Like, we were on the same bus, and I just like sat down next to him and like asked him about some position in the French, and he just explained the French to me in like a 20-minute bus ride. Ride. Because I remember he had a game against Grandmaster Wayne Jones. No, it wasn't Wayne Jones. It was against Anish Giri. I remember that because Anish Giri gave a simul online during the pandemic, and Sam was playing against Anish, and I remember that Sam and Anish had a game in the French where they just played like 20 moves of theory, and Anish like sacked an exchange on the king side or something. So afterwards I was like, you know, because at that time Anish had just released a French defense like course on Chessable. So I was like, did you prepare for that course? Or like, did you get the course to prepare for the game? He's like, nah. But I just knew the positions in the French defense, because there's these really wild positions in the French where like black just like doesn't castle, just puts the king on f8 and is like, you know, I'm fine here, I suppose. I think it's the winnower, but I could be wrong. But he's an expert in the French, and whenever I play the French, it doesn't go as well as whenever he does. He plays the French, so like I would never. I think I've played the French against him in like some bullet game,
Well,
and it didn't pan out.
Ash just looks like he's beating freaks again. There you go, short scorecards.
He looks to be, yes.
Yeah, this is just an absolute toasting position.
Can't I just go queen takes a8?
Why? Why not just play queen takes d7?
Well, because then queen takes d3, and then there's like complications. But if you just take on a8, if rook takes, then the knight's not pinned anymore, right? That feels to me like a simpler way. I mean, okay, you can just go. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Queen takes d3, rook b2 probably, but But it's still complicated. Like this is not over. Like black has to be, white still has to be a little bit careful here. There are ways that you can royally mess this up. With the king on e1. So you know.
You can't play rook a2 at the moment.
There's always there's this nice German saying, right? Don't praise the day before the night has come, right? It's the same here, right? Just like the game isn't over until it's over. You still gotta finish the job, even though you're up a piece and a pawn. I think.
No, this is over. There's not much that black can do here. I mean, what is black going to play in this position? In all fairness, that's again what?
I reckon rook d7.
No, he went
Rook
queen,
d7 should be fine.
he went queen g1.
No, I'm rook c7. Sorry, as white now. After queen takes g2, rook c7.
Or trading rooks.
Although even then there's just 95. This is just not great. Hold on, isn't there a e4? D4, sorry. D4 and then you jam the knight into e3. This is getting a bit complicated. I feel like the bread has been untoasted. This is not toasted anymore. This is just lightly seared, right? Oh! Uh-oh. Wait. Wait a minute. I'm getting a bit sussed out. My spidey senses are tingling. Hold on.
I have no idea what's going on in this position, but I will say now.
Neither. I just saw the board jump up and down. I was like, "What is happening?" I'm trying to figure out what the engine saw, because before h5 was played, it gave a -3 eval, and I'm like, "What is the move? Is it knight f3? But knight f3, king c1. Where is the continuation? I don't see it."
Yeah.
Is it rook takes e2 because I guess you think you're tall, so you have to sack and exchange? I don't understand. What's the move?
On a completely different note, I just received word that so Chess South Africa, our board is very unique in the sense of I think it's supposed to be 8 or 9 members on the board, and we currently have 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Maybe 5.
Wait, for what events?
No, just our head of chess, the head of Chess South Africa, the entire board. I'm sure it's supposed to be 8 or 9 people.
Oh, I see.
But currently now, there were let's say, for hypothetical speaking, now there were only 4 members, and now another member has just resigned from Chess South Africa because apparently Chess South Africa banned 9 provinces or something to that effect. So we're just having so much drama with our chess. It is actually quite sad. It is actually very, very sad. If there are any.
What do you mean they banned provinces? What does that mean?
Well, I think effectively, like, one of the aspects is they can't host any South African events. Like, they can't host the SA Open or the SAS closed or anything like that. I think they, if you're banned, I think you can't have your tournaments rated, and so on, so on. There's like little few things that, but the reality is that by banning the provinces, you're penalizing kids and players alike, and it makes no sense for this to happen. And I cannot for 1 second believe that FIDE would allow this to continue. So I have a strong suspicion at some point that South Africa is going to be banned by FIDE until we get our house in order, which is very, very sad, because it actually, it affects the livelihood of people in South Africa who are coaches and stuff and rely on these, relying on trying to get kids to play overseas and things like that. And if we do get banned, I mean, we're just going backwards, which is very, very sad. So those of you that are South African are listening to the stream. If you're not aware, Omar Esau has resigned. I actually know Omar Esau quite a while. I mean, he was around in chess when I was a junior, basically. I mean, his passion for the game has always been there. There's no doubt that he has passion for the game and things like that, and especially for the young generation. But I'm saying, if people like that are walking away from our head structures, we need to wake up and take this as warning signs. That something is very, very wrong. And it's sad. It's very sad for chess. It's actually, no, it's pathetically sad for chess. I feel for our juniors. We have some young and up and coming talented ones, and they're going to get burnt by this, which is very, very sad. And we have a pawn on h2. What the hell is the pawn doing on h2? Can someone tell me what's going on in this position? Because I literally thought white is winning, game over. Let's not discuss this anymore. Okay, I know what you said, Vincenz. I was listening. Look at that smile. He's like, yeah, I told you it's not over yet, mate. Oh my gosh. I really don't know what's going on.
No, I've just been watching this. This is a fascinating game. Like, it's been just absolutely wild, and I presume a lot of mistakes have been made. But oh no, there's Queen D8. Oh, I thought, for a moment I was like, this is did he just blunder a nice little tactic there? But no. But now it's over. Yeah, okay. Now it's over. Right, Queens are off. GG's.
GG.
Okay.
Well done.
And we have 2 games left. So, as I understand it, Oxford have to win both remaining games if they want to have any chance at drawing. If they want to draw this game, draw the match, they have to win the last 2 remaining games, right? So, Simple Harm is in a must-win situation. Simple Harmonic is in a must-win situation on board 4, which he looks to be converting here, actually. Wait, or am I wrong? No, actually, no, never mind. He's white. Wait. Oh, okay, now I understand. Okay, so it's 2 passed pawns against a rook, but the king is way offside. Isn't this just a win for black? Because you can only sack the rook for one of the pawns, and the other just runs. Yeah, this is just winning, because if you check, like if the rook just checks, the king just kind of walks around, and you just push the pawns, right? So c6 now. c6 is a must play. c6 and then d7 and
you mean
GG's.
F3.
Oh wait, the board's reversed. Sorry. F3. I was like, why? Because never mind. Just, listen, I have this is my brain is a little bit toasted. I took like an ibuprofen like half an hour ago because I had a really bad headache, but I didn't want to like not commentate. So I was like, let's just kind of get one in here and sort of sit down and look at chess. But it turns out that that's if you do that and your brain is kind of toasted, that your calculation abilities do tend to suffer. But I can see that the move e2 is winning. Thank you. My God. I can see that. I'm not useless yet. Jeez.
Yeah, but this is over. Black wins this. So simple harmonic wins, and that gives Oxford University 1, which means I am going to flip over to.
And he wins, and that's over because queen to d8 wins the queen to e8 wins the queen. GG's. Warwick wins the match. Let's go. Great games. Some great games played. Great performances.
So now you need Victor to win.
Oh wait, what? Why is it 4-3?
Because simple harmonic wasn't your player.
No, but simple harmonic lost.
No, he was winning. He was white.
Oh wait, did I
black.
confuse
He
the
was black.
colors?
Yes, you confused.
Oh come on! Why didn't you warn me? You could have said something. You had to make me look like a moron.
No. I said Warwick needs to win the next game to win the match, and you're like, no.
I was going on and on about like, well done, Federico. What a win. Meanwhile, he's just dead lost. That lost the fucking rook endgame. Just tell me.
All
My
right.
God.
I'm as tired as you. I'm also like, yeah. And then I realized, no, you don't know. Anyway.
Oh my God.
But Victor Coolboy has to pick this game up for Warwick. Warwick needs his victory now. It does look like he has it.
To me, there's still a move too.
G6
has just been played.
No, refresh.
Okay, I'm refreshing. Fair enough. Okay. I was like, okay, D4, G6, and you're like, yeah, he has this in the bag. I mean, okay, little bit cocky, but I respect it. Little bit cocky.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay, yeah, he has it. This is just beautiful for white. Oh my God, knight on c6. Black is underdeveloped. He is up a pawn, to be fair, but that pawn is completely useless here. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Knight to d7. Knew that was coming.
You can just pick up the rook here. Maybe he's looking for the... You can just take on g2 as well.
Yeah,
So.
queen takes... No, you can't. Queen takes rook.
You're completely correct. I am an idiot.
But bishop c2.
Bishop c2. Bishop c2 first. That's what I meant. That's what I meant the entire time, of course. I just assumed everyone else was also seeing bishop c2 first.
Yes, 100%. Well, bishop c2, queen takes g7, and Bob's your uncle.
No, my uncle's Marco, but okay.
I'm actually glad to.
So I apologize. That was bad.
It's all good. But yeah, I'm actually quite glad today's 2 games. I can actually get some sleep. No, it wasn't an auto resign. It wasn't an auto resign. It was yeah. Or something. Yeah, and unfortunately, when glitches happen, and when you need to have the proof of the glitch as well, and even then, sometimes it doesn't matter.
Oh, what a move! Oh, that's disgusting. Bishop f5. I love it.
Bishop f5. You got. Okay, now what? Bishop here, check.
Bishop e6. GG's. We win. Yes, sir. Oh. Is it also okay? I was gonna ask if it's also snowing where you are right now.
It doesn't snow in.
You don't have snow?
No, not in South Africa.
Really? I was assuming, okay, you're that south that maybe it already starts snowing at that latitude.
No. Not so fortunate, no. Worst case scenario, we do get snow on the mountains sometimes, but we don't get snow in the cities.
That's too bad. Like we have absolute, like it hasn't snowed the entirety of December, but like 2 days ago it just absolutely poured down. So now we have like a 10 centimeter thick layer of snow over everything, which is it's not pleasant to go outside because it's really cold, but it's absolutely great to build snowmen, right? And sort of do the snow angels, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going to play here? Bishop back to f4.
No, I'm just knight h4, I reckon. Knight h4, something, right?
Knight h4, knight f5. But
yeah,
Jim's in a lot of time trouble here.
And now,
Queen,
bishop f5.
No,
never mind. Yeah, fair enough.
Queen takes
I was
knight.
Gonna say.
Queen takes knight. Finish the job. What's that saying? Finish him! And he has been finished. So there it is. Warwick sneaks through with a 5-3 scoreline. And we do say sneaks through. We do say sneaks through.
Because they're very silent. By the way, what is happening on the screen behind you? Like the entire time, I'm sort of haphazardly watching whatever is going. Is that like MTV or something?
No,
I'm like haphazardly watching what's happening behind you. Like my ADHD behind is just sort of going on. ADHD is just sort of going off because I'm overstimulated by whatever is happening behind you.
Yeah, so I've got numbers running on in the background, and funny enough, when we started the stream, Peter points out, "Oh, but they're playing chess," and I looked to the side. I'm like, "Oh yeah, right, they're playing chess as well." Carry on, but you obviously can't see it on the stream. I mean, it's just you guys that can see it on the Zoom call because the camera is wider. But yeah, so that was Warwick, and a great victory to them with some very unique commentary with Vincenz, as always, and some colourful words when things go wrong. Always fun with Vincenz.
Listen, this was I think by our standards a very low energy session.
Yes, very low.
Like
energy.
Usually things are a lot crazier, but I think we're both not feeling 100%.
Usually this bench, we have you at the end of the stream when Andrew's just done 10 hours, and then it's you.
Right? Yeah.
But this is the last game we're showing for today, as we ease our way back into things.
Andrew, before sorry, Peter, before we go, can I sort of on stream like peer pressure you into showing our game next Sunday as well on stream?
There's two problems with that. Firstly, I'm in Berlin for the weekend, and secondly. It's gonna be great. One of my friends just started doing a PhD studying in Potsdam. And secondly, Andrew's away at a Sting concert.
Yep, I'm going to Sting, baby. I'm going to go watch Sting live in Pretoria.
Clarify, Sting or is it or the Police?
Sting.
Or just Sting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's good because Sting is better than the Police. Maybe controversial opinion.
No, I agree.
Sorry,
doesn't your Warwick Uni has got its own Twitch channel, hasn't it?
I think they do. Yeah, they do. But they only stream like once a year because the person operating the Twitch channel is himself an alumni, so he's sort of a ghost, and then he sort of appears out of nowhere. They do like an hour of commentary and then just disappear for another year. I don't know what's happening there, but if they do, we get some commentary because we do have. I think we're playing Chess Club Politica B, right? So we're.
Yes,
we have a work cut out for us this time. Yeah. I'm hoping I'm going to get an IM so I can crush him.
Tell you what. The one thing Yes, professors can play for Oxford Uni. Yes, they are allowed to. The B teams aren't allowed to field GMs. That is grandmasters as well as genetically modified crops as well.
When you say
GMs.
like,
What if the entire what if their A team has 4 GMs and they have more GMs who want to play, but they're just not good enough, so they have to get a B team also
No,
with
not allowed.
GMs.
Not allowed. And the reason is to stop teams.
That's discrimination against GMs.
It-
Not in this.
No,
not
no,
in
it's
this
not.
league.
I'm not
We
discriminating.
will not
them.
have it.
They can play. They can play in the A. They can play in the A team.
What if they're not good enough? Imagine.
Well, that's
They're not
their
good
problem.
enough.
That's their problem.
They can make another team altogether. My question is, when you say
All right.
GMs, does that include WGMs? Are WGMs also classified as the
Ooh.
GMs?
That's a good question. No, I know. I think strictly by the letter of the rules, they would be a WGM could change to the. But don't then ask me what happens if someone changes their gender, because I haven't done that policy.
What is your league doing to be more inclusive, Peter?
I
Tell
do
me.
not have the energy to get into this culture wars BS stuff. I just no.
And then obviously a woman GM who has a GM title has to play in the A team because she's got a GM title, right?
No.
Is it possible? Is it possible for me to play for one Warwick team and then announce that I want to switch my gender and play for another Warwick team at the same time? Because I'm not the same person anymore, because I'm 2 different entities, right? So my female version is sort of playing at the Warwick alumni
You're still the
main
same person
team.
in this sense. You're only one person. I was not gender specific. I said each person is only allowed to play for one team, each player. So no,
I should clarify. I have 2 identities. What if I'm a schizophrenic, right? And one version of myself wants to play really badly for one alumni team, but the other more like sort of a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde situation.
Tell you what, why don't you put that in a long email, and I'll respond with a long email, but you're not going to read it.
I will just to waste your time. I will make a complaint just like that to be more inclusive, right?
Sorry. Just before we go, GB 4400. In fact, we should just say hi to him. That's
Hi.
Guillaume, who's the captain of France. France World Chess League, and Vincenzo, you'll never get to play with them. You're not good enough. They play against Z House A tonight, so wish you very best of luck for that. Well, their new team this season. They're strong. They've got lots of boards, but I think they're going to have a work cut out this evening. But I wish them luck. But top of the league, game just finished now. So the team that's top of the league is actually Team Iran Pro on 5 out of 5, and Petswood and Normington are on 5 out of 5 as well. So that means that they will both play against. They're the only teams left on all points, on full points. So that means they will play against each other in round 6.
Sure.
There is the slightest. I will need to make one rule then. There's the slightest possibility. I'm talking around 5% possibility of no teams getting 8 out of 10. And rather than just saying that no one wins, then I'll probably just say the teams that are tied with the highest score will go through to the playoffs. But I'll have a look at that as well.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty, we will. Yeah, alrighty then indeed. I think we'll call it there. And thanks, Andrew, for getting the stream back and going, and Vicens for joining us. Some
of course.
Two contrasting fun games there. So
100%.
look forward to it. Yeah.
All right, guys. So that was us on WorldChessLeague.live today. Just 2 games for now. We'll be back as always with our long Sundays enjoyment. But for those of you that want to go watch the football, go watch the football. We've got there's City and all the rest of it are playing.
Leeds against Brentford starting now. The biggest
Leeds against Brentford. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't Man City playing Wolves now as well?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Man City are playing Wolves, and then 6:30, the real game, the game of the weekend, United.
6:30 South Africa time. Just
yes,
to clarify, before anyone plays us.
6 South African time.
No,
4.
But in case anyone messaged me saying football was a 6:30, you won't miss it. Well, no, it's half.
How can you sit there and watch the Premier League when the Australian Open is going on right now, and the fantastic games are happening every single day? How can you watch football?
That is good.
Let me put it this way: I can watch 10 hours of football. I can watch football from day and night all the way through, and I can actually watch about 10 seconds of tennis. Because as soon as I hear that woman go, ah! I think about all sorts of wrong things that's got nothing to do with tennis. And on that note, I'm going to leave you guys on the street. Good night, goodbye.